Welcome to the Co-op Podcast. I'm Mo,
I'm Jay Quinn.
and this is this is episode 4.
You just said it so like you. Welcome to the Co-op Podcast.
And I'm Jay Quinn.
And I'm Mo. Keep it going. Keep it going.
So, welcome. And I'm Jay Quinn.
Oh man. Episode 4 already, man.
Yeah, we're climbing. So, we got a chance to play the Tekken 8 demo, and it was good. Unfortunately, with the demo, they didn't give us the opportunity to play online.
But modern problems need modern solutions. So we were able to do the screen share, and we played it. Yeah, I agree. It was really good. Tekken is hard to mess up. Like Tekken's been good for a long time.
It's got a long run.
Yeah.
This one felt different though, and not in a bad way. It felt fast.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do get the gist of it, it's gonna be a problem, especially for your favorite characters. They only gave us the opportunity to play with 3. Right? It was 3? No, 4.
4.
Nina, Paul, Kazuya, and Jin. Paul's one of my guys.
He got the Karen haircut.
His haircut is horrible.
I don't know why they went with the Karen haircut.
I can't wait to change that.
I never thought I want to see the kid and play hair on Paul again.
Yeah. And why would you veer away from that for a
I don't know. I don't know.
It's the creators. Those
be careful.
You don't buy.
Those people who create that game. Paul was a little difficult for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was just because that was like the first time around. Paul's a difficult player to play with anyways. He's
all power. He's
yeah. But
he's a Shoto style character. Just boom, boom.
I got my hands on Nina. And Nina hasn't been in the game for a while, has she? I don't remember her being in the other ones.
Yeah, man, she's been in. She's a mainstay.
I feel like in one of these Tekken she was not there.
Nina's been here since the beginning.
But she is nice. She is nice.
Very good.
Once I figure her out, because she got some nasty combos, some she got some moves. Make sure you never touch the ground.
Yeah.
And then they got these like what power moves?
Yeah, it's called drive, heat drives. It's like where your character heats up and they get more powerful and they have greater access to different moves and chip damage. You could chip somebody away in Tekken, Lord. This is
gonna like that though, right?
I'm not a fan of it. It's gonna take away a lot of Tekken's turtle defense. Tekken's always been kind of like back forth, kind of slow bop. This is all forward. It's gas from the moment they fight. Y'all on each other.
Yeah.
And that's good though, because like matches don't last that long, so that's good. Right. But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit getting used to. I just can't wait to get in there with my boy Steve. I just can't wait to open up some boys in the corner with Steve,
Yeah, I don't know. Harain keep you at a distance with them long legs, so
hey.
I'm excited. I'm excited. And then they have that one move where like it's part of the Russian heat or whatever you call it.
Oh yeah,
the Russian heat. What is it called? Heating. What are the powers?
Yeah. It's the heat drive.
Heat drive.
So what move are you talking about?
So I noticed that each character has a move where they are rushing at you.
Oh yeah, they have that
to continue a combo if you can get it off.
Yeah, and that's like a part of it being more offensive.
Mm-hmm.
You can either just activate your heat, where you just kind of stand there, you do like a quick hit, or you can, like Mo said, hit it and then it just throws your person at the other character, which I was not expecting for it to be that fast.
Right.
Yeah, because I watched a lot of gameplay. It's different playing the game and watching the game. But it's an easy game. It's one of the easiest Tekkens because they also now have where you can pull up the moves
Oh,
on
yeah,
the side. Like they had that in Tekken 7, but it wasn't like it was kind of like frowned upon to do that. But now it's like actually incorporated into the game.
Right, it's L1.
Yeah, L1, yeah. So you can like bring up and it just shortcuts your moves. So you can shortcut and go back and forth, which is what I do a lot.
And then they kind of kept the easy finishers. So like when you're about to
Yeah.
die, you can pull off a finisher.
Yeah, you
R1.
can. Yeah, a little rage art. So I personally think that like they should be treated like the way Mortal Kombat treats their
Once you do it, that's it.
Yeah, it should be once a match, because like you can literally just cheese that art, like that rage art. Somebody coming at you, you activate it. It's hard to block once you already committed to doing things. But hey, I like it. For a demo, it got me excited. And for us, we haven't had a Tekken, bro. Tekken 7 came out when? That's gotta be like 20. Whoa,
Was it that long
is that
ago?
like 2016?
You think it was that long ago?
Yeah, 20. If I'm not mistaken, maybe 2017. Maybe it's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's been a
Where
minute.
are you? Whoa! What?
Yes,
2015.
15. Okay, yeah, it's been yes.
So that's over. I'm not good with math. But
It was one Tekken a generation, which is strange because usually Tekken, Namco will put out like two. They'll put out a tag, and then they'll put out like maybe an extension to the main line series. So for us to have
120,000.
I've been playing one Tekken for an entire generation.
yeah, it was like
And here we
13 years, maybe 15, 20.
Did you say 13 years?
I mean,
You are really dumb. For real.
I don't know why I'm thinking 2005.
stop it. Get some help.
2015. Math is not my strong.
No, it's like, hey, me neither, man. Me
But,
neither.
That's a big gap.
It is.
That is a big gap. So I think this is gonna do well.
Oh yeah.
And Tekken has a pretty strong fan base too. So
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Fighting games are back, baby. Fighting games are back. I wanted to really dig deep into Street Fighter 6. I played the demo. They had a demo. Really enjoyed it. Plays very different than Street Fighter 5, which I was not a fan of. Really want to get knees deep in that.
What happened then?
I don't know. I'm not like a Street Fighter fan, so I respected it from like the outside looking in. Although I got really good on the demo, I just kind of like respected it on outside looking in after I played it. And I plan on still getting it, but I'm definitely getting Tekken. MK1 and Tekken are gonna be played a lot this coming year.
How do you like MK1?
Oh, to me, it's the best MK in a very long time. Like, it is very good. It's like easier. Like, the thing about these fighting games I like is that they're easy to wrap your head around.
Right.
It still requires you to. I mean, you still gotta be like on your P's and Q's when it comes to execution.
Right.
Because if you mess up one thing, you open yourself up. But like, as far as learning a few combo strings and OTGing, because I mean, I know you getting really.
Yeah. This is the first MK where I feel I know what I'm doing. All the other ones, and I think I didn't want to take the time to like really learn combos and strings and all that.
Yeah.
But this one is so fun, and the combos that they have, I'm like, oh, I want to learn these.
Yeah. Omni-Man.
Omni-Man is
You've
a
been,
problem.
man. I be feeling like Mark.
I won't let you.
Man.
But Omni-Man, he's got his strong points, but he's got his weak points.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody has that. He has that combo set up where what is that? Back. What is square? 2?
Square is 1.
Oh, back 1. So it's like back 1 where he punches you twice.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's looking for that because
Yeah.
it's such a setup.
Yeah.
That you have to go around and
Right.
find other options. And he's a little limited He's a little limited.
Yeah, but what I like about it is that with all the characters in MK1, they are all viable. I have not played one character that is so limited that I don't have fun with them. I have fun with every character on that game, and that's rare because fighting games be having certain characters where I'm like, I'm not touching that person.
Right.
MK1, I'm having fun with everybody. I'm playing with Havoc. I ain't never liked Baraka. I'm playing with Baraka. You know,
Yeah.
they did my boy Johnny Cage so good.
Do you get special powers from that song?
This is the best Johnny Cage has been since MK9. I hated Johnny Cage in MKX. Oh my God, he was booty. Booty. And then in MK11, like he was better, but he had like so many openings to his movie. He would not do no demo. Now? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I cannot stand them.
That's why I love him.
I cannot. And everybody plays with Johnny online.
Yeah.
Ugh. You thought your combos were bad.
Oh, I know. They don't let you hit the ground. You know,
Ever.
Yeah.
And that's because of the assists. People have found ways to time
Oh yeah.
these assists so nicely, and I respect it, but it's irritating.
It's irritating. I have very few fighting games I play online because you know me. I rage.
All right, bye. I'm done. You got a train to catch. Congratulations. I don't want to watch that.
I can't. So do you is MK1 the first fighting game you ever committed to? Like, I'ma learn this fighting game.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like you said, I mean, it's easier. I don't want to say it's the easiest, but I feel like if you put time into it, and you don't have to put a lot of time into it, you learn a few combos and then you can make up your own thing.
Yeah.
But and that's what I like about it. I really like the air combos.
Yeah, bringing back air combos in MK. Oh my goodness,
It's fun.
It's
is.
fun. I be forgetting that I got them.
Yeah, you never do them.
Never do
them. They're cool once you know how to do them though. But yeah, this MK1 is good. I'm just waiting for my boy Ermac. That's all I'm waiting for because Ermac. Oh, what was MKX? Ermac was a problem. You hated him. You hated him so much.
I got trauma. I'm just right now just disassociating and thinking about all of the times I'm being grabbed full screen. Because God forbid, I'm not blocking at every moment. I'm not looking forward to Ermac.
That boy had to teleport, full screen grab, pick you up, put you upside down, and then continue. I know they're gonna go crazy with him on this.
Man, I hope they drop the ball with him.
No, I don't think so. Who you looking forward to?
Oh, you know, I'm looking forward to my guest characters, man. I'm looking forward to Peacemaker and Homelander. You know, the white boys. You know what I'm saying? Red, white, and blue. Yeah. Definitely Homelander because I want to get up in them Omni cheeks.
Nigga, that's gay. Cut that out.
I'm sick of you going in. I thought Omni Man was gonna be my character. It was just like you just adopted my son right in front of my face.
I fed him. Don't worry. He ain't good.
We ain't hungry no more either, bruh.
I bet. So I'm looking forward to Homelander, and I really am looking forward to Peacemaker because I want to see how they go balance. Because this game is really good with not having a lot of spammy characters. You know. Ain't a lot of spam going on.
There isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't.
And usually NetherRealm is all about that spam.
Yeah, I think what's her name? Is it Melina? Who throws the fans? Or Katana?
Katana and Melina, they both.
I think they might be the only ones who really have that spam ability.
Yeah, but
that boy afraid to drink now. You didn't see the previous episode, go watch it.
I'm not afraid.
So, but one, it was written by one of the Farley brothers.
What?
Boy's afraid to drink anything during this podcast.
Yeah, Yeah, but like even though they got projectiles, it ain't crazy. Look, we ain't an Injustice 1 level of, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know how we played those games. I was doing King of the Hills. My rank with Nightwing was crazy high. I don't know how, bro.
That was
People,
your boy.
man.
That was your boy.
Now that's the first fighting game I said, you know what, I'm gonna learn it. Because up until then, like I played, like we played fighting games, but like it was just us getting by on. We had like one or two characters we really know. No, actually, I take that back. MVC3 was the first fighting game. I was like, nah,
I liked the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you made me hate the game.
Yeah, you got a love-hate relationship with
Jeez.
MVC3, and so going from that to Injustice, those are my two games. I said I'm gonna learn these. Do you like any other Marvel vs. Capcoms?
Yeah, I like MVC3.
Oh, okay.
MVC1.
Something
I
about
like that one.
Yeah, something about that music and the secret characters.
Yeah, because you had like the Ryu. I think he was like wearing a darker color. Didn't they have that?
Yeah, because you could have Dark Ryu. It'd be all Akuma's moves, and you could have
Chun Li had a darker version too.
She did.
Who was the other
Shadow
secret?
Chun Li? Huh?
There was another secret character.
Oh, a bunch. Because then you could also get Ryu with Ken's moveset. You had an Orange Venom.
Man, yeah, I forgot about it.
That might be
you
my
had
favorite
Metal
one,
Zangief.
Yeah, I love that game.
They had and Wolverine. They did him the right way on that one.
Man,
Swiss cheese.
They ruined him on UMVC. I don't. Oh my god!
Hey.
And you know, because remember, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is not Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Remember, the first version of the game, it had a different UI. It didn't have that many characters.
You are right.
And Wolverine was perfect on that game. And then Swiss cheese. See, that's the wrong way to try to make fighting games accessible. And I think that that's what like a lot of fighting game veterans are afraid of, because they think like, oh, it's just gonna be able to, people gonna be able to press like one button and button mash. Like I think that we'll get into some other games, but a lot of developers have been doing really good with making these fighting games accessible without having to Swiss cheese their characters.
Because even Spider-Man, I felt like was a lot better in the very first one.
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 1?
Yeah, I liked him more. I felt like his specials were easier to get off too.
Oh,
maybe it was just me, but I don't know. I just liked it. I liked it a lot more. Dang, I completely forgot that Ultimate was separate from 3.
Yeah,
I didn't like the other one, Infinite.
Yeah, I liked it.
You liked it, but
I liked it.
The gems, the soul stone.
But what's crazy is that like you liked the first Marvel vs. Capcom, and that one was channeling the first Marvel vs. Capcom.
Maybe
two characters again, you know, like the gem system, the fact that you could OTG off of anything, like you could literally just like create your own combos on that.
Maybe it's just that I wasn't good at that one then. You were pretty dominant in that one. You picked that up very quickly.
Yeah, I like the characters on that. See, that's the thing too. Like, if I'm not good at a fighting game, and I'm getting like my booty handed to me, I can't keep playing. That's just why I don't go online until I'm completely comfortable. I gotta be comfortable, cause like I know people like they get online as soon as the game come out, and that's how they get good.
Right.
And I know other people who like go to like the they go lab their characters in the practice mode. I'll do that with a character I really like, but usually I just play with you.
Right.
And even that's frustrating. So it's like, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not as quick as I used to be. I mean, like I'm still good. Like I have a better mind for fighting games than I had when I was younger. Like I could definitely beat myself, but it's not like when you were a kid, you just press the button fast. Like I don't know. It was, but there are certain games I know are just hard just for the sake of being hard. Like a lot of Japanese 2D fighting games. Guilty Gear.
Oh, we did play that, right?
Yeah, I liked the other Guilty Gears. Wasn't a fan of Strive, man. I tried. I really did. It's something about it.
That one newer?
Yeah, that was the last one that came out. And I love Guilty Gear because of the art style. It's a 3D game that looks 2D.
Is that the game where you had to like do a bunch of stuff to even get to the multiplayer menu?
Yes.
Mm.
A lot of Eastern games do that. It's like, can it just be like invite? Like, why I gotta walk into? You gotta walk into the place. Like, you go see that with Tekken. Like, Tekken's did that a little bit with they art. They got like an arcade where like your little sprite goes into an arcade and you sit down.
Really?
Yeah. Hopefully, it's just to the point though.
Right.
You know. What are some of your favorite fighting games?
X-Men Next Dimension. Breathe.
Dude, why do I forget about that? We talk about that game all the time. Why I forget about it? I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes.
X-Men Next Dimension was so good. There were so many layers to that game. The character list was amazing. I mean, they had a bunch of characters. So Gambit was one of my favorite guys, and Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might have been that's like the first game Nightcrawler was in, other than the X-Men Sega game. Like, as far as the fighting.
Oh, yeah. That was the first fighting game a lot of X-Men were in, actually.
So it was cool, though. Like, I mean, teleporting behind you with a sword.
Man. The soundtrack, too.
Oh, yeah, soundtrack was dope.
Man.
But was that I think that was the first game for me that I can remember where you were getting hit into other parts of the map.
Oh, yeah.
Like the mansion?
Yeah. Yep. And you would like knock them through like the elevator. They would go through like
you could do a full circle. You remember, like you go through the elevator and then you go down.
Yeah. Okay. You hit them through the mansion wall. Then the basketball court opened up. You knock them into like the bottom hangar.
Right.
Then like you can knock them into the elevator and go back up. Remember that like they used to throw them in slow motion?
Yeah.
Dude.
It was different.
Cinematic.
It was so next level.
Cinematic.
Because I'm trying to think of the other boards. You could do it on every board.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so I mean that you kind of live for that. You knew where to knock a person out too. So you try to pressure them to get
You're right. You're right. NetherRealm just completely bit that with their games because they do the same. Because other games did it like Dead or Alive. You know, you was always knocking people through down, and even Tekken. In Mortal Kombat, you could uppercut them in the old game. They're
harder to do in those games, aren't they? I feel like it was easy in X-Men Next Dimension.
It's not that it was harder. It's just that they were rare. Whereas in X-Men Next Dimension, it was like as soon as you get that combo, you in with that heavy, they going right out. Man, that game was so good.
What was your favorite character on
X-Men Next Dimension? You already know Cyclops' heart is what wins battles. And Wolverine. Wolverine and Cyclops are my two guys. I'm such a vanilla. Man. I know. But like, bro, and I mean, it was like hard people to play with that game too. Like, Magneto was not easy to play with. Gambit wasn't easy to play with. And we just like learned how to play with everybody. That game, and that's the third game in the series because you know the first two were Academy. And those were good.
Those were. Yeah.
But like, Next Dimension took it to the next level.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite. I mean, I just really loved the character list because there's a lot of people that, like you said, you've never seen. Bishop, Psylocke.
They had both Psylocks. They had Betty and they had like the traditional. Oh my god, Toad.
Oh yeah.
You want to corpse on ice? That will turn into bounce.
You're rotting corpse on ice. That'd be Toady Paradise.
Yeah. Sabretooth. You were good with him.
Oh, Sabretooth. Yo. Him and Wolverine could just regenerate, but they would like give up a bar of special to regenerate.
You remember who I was also really good with?
Who?
Phoenix.
Oh my god.
She had a move too where I think she could like.
Oh, she could take like off almost your whole bar.
Bro. And couldn't she like get health bar back?
Ooh, that sounds familiar. That sounds
or like
familiar.
If she's close to death or something like that. But they also have the Dark Phoenix.
Bro.
I would love to see that.
This is the reason why it is so important for video games to be taken seriously and be viewed as art. Because like, imagine you read a really good book and you go to a library like, oh, that book don't exist anymore. It's like, what are you talking about don't exist anymore? Like it's on. It's on.
I can't see the light of it. Go ahead.
My eyes are up here.
Ebonia, why are you so cruel to me?
But like, I want a place where I can go where we can play these games. And not just a curated place like Sony, like they pick what games they want you to play, or like Xbox Game Pass pick. No, just make all the games available. But they know. Here's the thing. I feel like it's insecurity because they know good and well a lot of people wouldn't be playing half of the new stuff. I'll be playing Next Dimension and Marvel's Capcom 1 all day. You have to really up your game to get me to buy some new fighting games so I can play all my old fighting games.
I just wish that, because there's a lot of people who have nostalgia with these games. They reminisce over these games. And as a creator, at some point, you had to have played these games. Why aren't you like pitching that idea? Hey, this game was popular. Let's bring it back.
I don't understand, man.
You know how much money you would make?
I know. Look how long it took for them to make a DC fighting game though. Before Injustice,
it was MK versus DC.
MK versus DC, which
I liked that one.
Yeah, it just had an identity crisis. If it did have more combat characters in it, I don't think people would have been as mad about it. But before that, Justice League Task Force on the Genesis, like in SNES. So it took them that long to go, why ain't Batman and Superman fighting? Save Martha! It's like, so like, I don't understand why we don't have another X-Men fighting game. X-Men are like staples of fighting games, bro. Capcom was making X-Men vs. Street Fighter, X-Men Children of Adam. Like why is, there should be an X-Men fighting game every generation. Like, what are y'all doing?
It would generate a lot of money.
Bro, it would be so, oh my God.
What's one of yours?
Well, my favorite fighting games? I mean, man, we just named low key, this is a recent one. Dragon Ball FighterZ, bro. Dragon Ball FighterZ is so good. It's so good. And it's my favorite Dragon Ball fighting game.
Really?
Ever, period. It's so close to the cartoon.
Okay.
And it doesn't, and like, okay, don't get me wrong. There are things I like about the Budokai series. I like the idea of actually transforming. I wish they brought that back. I don't think that you should just like be able to just pick Super Saiyan Goku. Right. Like, I want you to work up to that, you know.
I like the clashes in Budokai.
The clashes, yeah, those were good. But FighterZ just prioritizes the fighting. Like, it's just the fighting, and it's all about like it's a lot of player expression. Like the way that you can set up combos in that game, you know, you play your way, and other people will play their way. Right. And I like that, and I just like how everybody feels. So Dragon Ball FighterZ to me, and I feel like that game came and went. Like everybody was hyped about it. They played it, and like nobody talks about it.
It was out for a good minute too.
Yeah, it was being updated for a while. Kind of strange that base level Vegeta and Goku had to be added later. Like, right. It's stuff like that that's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like that's weird. But Dragon Ball FighterZ to me is one of the best fighting games I ever played.
Really?
Give me another one.
Marvel Nemesis. Yo, I wonder how many people actually know about Marvel Nemesis.
I wonder how many people will admit that y'all like Marvel Nemesis and stop playing these games. Marvel Nemesis wasn't imbalanced. Yeah. Was it kind of strange? Sure. There's no denying that game was fun. Fun, bro.
So, Marvel Nemesis was like an arena in a sense.
Yeah, it's an arena fighter.
But it was cool because, like, if you had a strong character, you can go pick up a tank and throw it at somebody, or ring outs.
Oh,
you remember just in the air battling, and you just in the air battling, swing and kick somebody out. So you had Spider-Man in there, Wolverine,
Daredevil.
What's his name? Johnny Storm. What's his name?
Johnny Orm. Oh. Yeah, you had Johnny Orm too. Who was that weird electrical dude?
Oh yeah,
that's what I thought you said.
Venom, Magneto.
Venom, yeah.
And then you had the
The Imperfects. Yeah.
So you mentioned Johnny. Paragon.
Paragon's OP.
She was
So
beautiful.
OP character. That's probably one of the most OP.
You hated her.
Who don't?
You hated her with a passion, but I loved it. Who else were part of the Imperfects?
It was a bunch of people.
Because I don't think you didn't really play with the Imperfects that much, did you?
No,
Hazmat.
Hazmat was all right. Yeah, Hazmat was cool. But like, oh my God, what's his name? He was like a commando. Brigade.
Oh yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I played with them, but like, I just wanted just the Marvel, which we almost got.
Yeah,
with the sequel.
And that was a bigger open world.
Dude, yeah. And we almost got that. But yeah, Imperfects.
That was it was such a fun game.
It was. A lot of that tone kind of reminds me of a proto Injustice. That darker tone.
Yeah. It was rated M too.
No, it was C-15.
So. I think it was so. Did you remember some of the finishers?
I remember, but like it was gonna be M, but they changed it because like Wolverine's finisher in the demo had like blood. I mean, in the trailer, it was like blood. Then they took out all the blood. So like, I think it's T-15. Okay. I don't think it's M. But I do remember like Spider-Man saying bad words and stuff. You know, it was like, oh, you can't say that.
Right.
That's a good game. Yeah. Okay.
You?
Huh. Dang. I don't want to step on your toes, man. I know you got things in your head. I don't want to overlap because I saw some things that kind of reminded me of some games I ain't even played in a long time.
Well, did you ever play Bloody Roar?
Like animal. Good, baby. Very good.
Primal
Rage.
Or Primal Rage.
Bro, okay. Is Primal Fury like the name of Bloody Roar? Oh yeah, so it's probably Primal Fury. Primal Rage is a completely different fighting game. That's what I was gonna talk about. Bloody Roar. Dude. I don't know none of the characters' names. My history of Bloody Roar is just playing it at Walmart.
Damn,
playing it like this.
Right. Oh my God.
I played with the white tiger dude. What's his name? Like Lee May or something like that. I don't know. But like, man, I love that
I
game.
had a friend, you remember DJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So DJ had a GameCube. I think he had just got it. And he was like, I got this game. It was a fighting game. I'm like, all right, you know. And I was like, this game is dope.
Yeah.
So they had a bunch of characters.
Oh yeah.
And for those who don't know what Bloody Roar was, you had your base character, but they could change into an animal.
Yeah.
They even had insects though.
Yeah, they did.
Like you mentioned, they had the white tiger. They had this one guy who turned into a lion, an elephant. I had my person I played with was turned to a phoenix. And
a phoenix?
Yeah.
Dude.
And he had two different forms, which was weird. He turned into like an emperor penguin. but like am I? Final form, he was a whole phoenix.
Yo.
Yeah, it was funny as Emperor Penguin. That's one of his moves where he would like sliding all around the arena with you or something like that. But they had this one chick who turned to a cat. But she fought with her sleeve, so like it. A mole. Like they had not a gecko, but like a chameleon.
Chameleon, yeah.
And that dude had green hair in his regular form.
Yeah,
silly.
It was so that game was so cool.
It was so fun, and yeah, I don't really remember a lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, it kind of went under the radar.
I think it was a heavily underrated game.
It is. It's a bunch of those too. It's a few Bloody Roars.
And I think that's another game that if you could do that in this day and age,
like
you could redo that, and it would be so dope.
You're right. I remember. See, the thing about me is that unfortunately, I had very involved parents. Like my parents were involved in everything that I did. So like, there are a lot of games that I don't have experiences with because they were like, that's violent, you know. You can't play that. My mom was more lenient, but like my dad was just like thought that I was, you know, gonna just go crazy one day.
Turn full-fledged gorilla. Go beat somebody up.
so like I remember trying to convince him to let me get Bloody Roar, and he was like, well, let me see it. And I was like, so I showed him. He was like, but that name though. And I was like, no, it's like English, you know, like Bloody Roar. Yo, like that was my campaign. I was like, that was my campaign for that whole game. Was like, no, it's Bloody Roar. And he was like, well, bloody is English. It's a bad word in England. I was like, yeah, thanks, Dad. Yeah, okay. I mean, look, Tekken Tag. I love me some Tekken Tag. I know that it's like not the mainline series, but Tekken Tag is so fun.
We played it, right? I can't remember. I don't know if we played it together or maybe I'm mixing it up with something else.
Bro, we've played a lot of Tekken Tag together.
I don't really remember Tekken Tag too much.
Yes, you do. We just Tekken Tag Team Tournament 2. Like we just played that on the 360, bro. Remember? Bro, come on. Because here's the thing. So Tekken 6, right? We would play that. Because you remember Tekken 6, we would play that a lot. Mm-hmm. But remember what came out next was Tekken Tag Team Tournament 2. And then that was like, they had like the bounce move where you like,
lift it up. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, man. Bro, yeah. There's nothing like getting two of your favorites. Like two favorites, and that's what had Skinny Bob. Yeah. Skinny Bob was on that one. Skinny Bob and Steve combo, man, dude, I love Tekken Tag. And then like the roster, you know, they just bring back everybody because they're like, it's a tag team game.
I would like to see another tag.
Maybe we'll get one after
probably 8. A while, you know.
Let eight cook. It'll probably be like 2 years because all they do for the Tekken tags is just literally take the base game, add more characters, and put a tag system on it. But I love Tekken Tag. There's something about playing Tekken at home that feels so good, but like not right to me. Because Tekken is such an arcade game. I remember going to arcades and seeing Tekken, or like going to like a Mexican restaurant and always seeing Tekken. And so like to me, it feels like an arcade game. So like when I was playing even earlier, I was like, dang, this is so cool, but it don't feel right. Because like also back in the day, remember like arcades used to look better. So if I'm not mistaken, Tekken Tag at the arcade will look better than, you know, and I feel like Tekken Tag was only at the arcade at first. It wasn't a console game. And so like looking at the smooth character models and stuff was like crazy, you know. But yeah, Tekken Tag Team Tournament 2 is I don't know why they
TTT, huh?
Yeah, man.
Did you like, well, do you like Soul Calibur?
Yes, yeah. I do. I do. I'm not like as over the moon about it. Like I got my people who I like, who I play with. Like I like Nightmare, you know, like I understand Yoshimitsu is cool on there, but I don't know. It's something about the tone of Soul Calibur that just don't get me. You know,
you can't jump on that game either, huh?
What's up with you and jumping? I know I drew you as Mario, but like, nigga, is that what you do?
Listen.
I
never want to be grounded. Okay.
No, you could jump. Forward, up is like a little hop.
That game was hard to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember it being big though. Especially, do you remember when they added Darth Vader?
Darth Vader, Yoda, and Star Killer.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they added Link and Spawn?
Yeah.
And Hayachi?
Yeah.
That was the first time they had those.
That series just died down then, huh? They don't make Soul Caliburs anymore.
Yeah, they just made one last gen. I actually downloaded it. I want to see if
Really?
you want to play it. Yeah, it's in our
Was it not
library.
advertised?
It was advertised, but like Soul Calibur is like a fighting games fighter. You know, it's like you gotta really be into fighting games, or you gotta really be a Soul Calibur fan. A lot of niggas ain't playing Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur, though, you just made me realize something. That they were the first game to have like guests. Like the first mainstream. I'm sure somebody go be like, you know, something else, but that was like the first mainstream fighting game where they brought outside characters from different IPs in.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wow. They not getting no love.
What's that other game that we played? Was it Virtual Fighter? It was like in the past, like
Yes,
2 or 3 years.
yes. Virtual Fighter is so good.
You were killing me on that.
Virtual Fighter is like real fighting.
Yeah,
it's like it's a little chess match in the head. You know,
you can't, everything has to be precise. You can't just button mash. You can't
not
just,
at all.
You gotta know what
you
you're
have
doing.
to. Going from Virtual Fighter to Tekken is like impossible.
Suicide.
Yeah, you would probably play like Tekken first. You definitely can't play Tekken afterwards.
Oh no,
because like you said, Virtual Fighter is so precise. DOA. I love me some good Dead or Alive.
I think we did we have a where did we play that? Because we didn't have it, but we
Have you tried not being a mutant?
but we played it I want to say like within the past 5 years, and it was really dope.
Oh yeah. No, we played because they did. They came out with one like 2-3 years ago. My problem with DOA though is that they're so predatory. Because remember, like they'll give you like the base game with 3 people.
Yeah,
and you gotta buy like everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like y'all, no. Like you guys are fun, but that's like too much for me.
Right. You know what fighting game franchise I want them to bring back?
Oh,
Fight Night.
Fight Night.
Mm-hmm. My favorite Fight Night was Champion.
That had the story we went to jail, right?
Yeah, you played as Andre, and
you know
you started off. I think it started off in prison or something like that, and he got in a fight, and they like held him down, broke his hand, but it was like a precursor.
It was you mean it was because wait, we didn't start the game fighting and then go to prison. Oh, interesting. I don't remember the campaign like that.
But that's the only time I've ever played a campaign in like a boxing game.
Yeah.
Because it had a good story.
Oh my god!
That might have been the first.
Were they the first sports game to have like a narrative campaign?
Probably.
Like, well, no, because 2K back then was doing My Player, but was it in the same way?
No.
Okay. That's crazy. Because I remember Frost.
Yeah.
Because they put that nigga on UFC, and you was bodying me.
But I want Fight Night to come back. I mean, they're giving us a little sprinkles of it with Ali and Tyson and UFC, but it's not the same. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I want Fight Night as an own. You know, I want Sugar Ray. I want to see him. What's his name? I think Leonard Lewis or something like that.
Lennox Lewis.
Maybe. But like, we got boxers today.
Well, there is a new boxing game coming out. I forget the name. But it looks good. Apparently, though, a lot of the alpha and the beta testers said that it's really rough. Like it looks like the second coming of Fight Night. And if I'm not mistaken, there are some developers who worked on Fight Night who are on that game. And it's a real boxing game. Like it ain't fake. Like they have Ali in there. They go have like I think they might even have Mayweather, which is the first time. Yeah. So they got people that's coming out. But yeah, man, we need boxing games. I remember Fight Night. You couldn't go to a Best Buy or Walmart without seeing like a Fight Night, trailer on the big TVs. Like so beautiful, dude. Like the slow motion knockouts, seeing sweat on characters for the first time.
You remember how you had to get up? You had to balance your stick.
Oh yeah, you had to balance your stick.
Go too far to the left, and he'd be wild.
That's how I wake up in the morning.
But and Fight Night's been around for a long time.
Oh yeah.
I remember playing it on over at Arvin's house. And his dad, the first Xbox, the big old booty controllers.
The Duke. Yeah.
But that was I think that was one of the first memories I have of Fight Night.
Yeah, and the camera was it was upward. Like you were almost down looking up. I remember I didn't like the camera. I was I want to play Knockout Kings. I hate this game.
Knockout Kings. I forgot about
Knockout Kings, bro.
Maybe I'm confusing it then. Maybe
No.
Oh,
You talk because Xbox, because I don't think Knockout Kings was on Xbox. Fight Night was for a while. I think that was an Xbox exclusive.
Did you ever
for a while,
play?
if I'm not mistaken.
Was it Ready to Rumble?
I never played it, but I know all about it. Michael Jackson actually did his voiceover in that game.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and his voice is deep. He uses his regular voice.
Oh wow!
And it's weird.
They call me the king of pop.
He don't sound like he don't sound like that. He's I'm gonna knock you out. And they were who's this terrible Michael Jackson impressions? They was no, this is actually Michael Jackson.
You ever see the videos of actors or musicians and they get a phone call from Michael and it was yeah, this is Michael. I'm man, stop playing. No, this is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson don't sound like this.
No, I haven't seen that. Apparently he had a deep voice. Yeah.
He only spoke like that to preserve his vocal cords.
Okay. All right. Ready to Rumble. Afro Thunder. He was on that, right?
Yeah.
Man,
I've only played it once. That was what, PlayStation?
No, that was Xbox. Wait, I think it was on PlayStation as well. But I remember it was a big deal. It being Xbox, because everybody was look at the graphics.
But other fighting games that
it might have been 2 Rumble, because it might have been on N64 PlayStation. I don't know. But there were 2 of them.
Yeah. I remember in the 90s, late 2000s, one of my cousins had it. So it had to be PlayStation or 64. But what's your favorite MK?
Nigga, are you okay? Nigga, are you okay? Are you okay, nigga?
MK1?
Of all time, my favorite Mortal Kombat ever.
Let's say in the last between MKX 11 and 1.
Oh, what's my favorite out of 3? Oh, MK1 all day. Twice on Sunday. MK1. MKX is fun. I remember we went back to MKX and was yo, this is funner than MK11. MK11 is the weird middle child.
Yeah.
The story is dope. You still didn't finish the story. But it's a very strange middle child. They do a lot of things that I don't think quite work.
We played it, but we didn't play it a lot. I feel like MK11.
Yeah, we didn't play it that much.
It wasn't one of those hey, you want to play it? Let's go play it.
Let's hop on MK. We play a little bit. And it at the beginning, because it was oh wow, we can create our own variations and we don't really have to unlock everything, But after a little bit, you kind of see everything MK11 has to offer. It's and I did not like the those. I forgot the moves now because they don't exist in MK1.
X-rays?
No, they weren't X-rays. They were just the mid moves in the middle of the match that would you could like when Kano had
I know what you're talking
about. The crushing blows.
Oh yeah. Kano had 3.
Almost had an aneurysm right there trying to think of that. Yeah, the crushing blows were because they're so arbitrary. Everybody got different wands. You're in the middle of a fight. Y'all having a dope fight. And I understand what they're saying. They're yo, it'd be really dope if in the middle of the fight something really cool happened. But it's dude, you taking half of my life bar for this. because you happen, and then it'd be stupid things like the player error. It's oh, if you happen to be hitting while this other character's doing it, you'll get a crushing blow. It's get out of here, bro.
Yeah. Well, it was a little cheese whiz.
Of course, you ate off of that because Kano.
I wish he would have been an MK1, to be honest.
He is an MK1.
I don't want him as his character.
That's all he needs to be.
I guess so. Let me ask you this, though.
Okay.
Between Injustice 1 and 2.
Ooh.
What's your favorite? My favorite is the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
So
Tell me why.
ain't nothing but I don't like the augment system that they had in Injustice 2, where you
Yeah, it became an RPG.
and you know how I feel about that.
Right.
You had to grind to
Yeah.
get the things that you really wanted, and it was so random. You never knew what you were gonna get.
The mother boxes. Oh
and
my
you
God.
wanted the bow staff for so long.
I
and
still haven't
never got
I
it.
still don't have the Nightwing bow. So how long has that game been out? And I still don't have it.
So
Yeah.
the cosmetics were cool. Everything looked cool, but I don't want to grind for it. I don't like
Grind
grinding
with me.
I don't like grinding for cosmetics.
I don't like grinding for cosmetics in a fighting game.
Right.
Like,
It's tiresome.
here's the thing. I'm all about unlocking things in fighting games. I wish that there was less DLC and more unlocking.
Man.
You
That was
know?
the time.
Yeah.
Man.
MK1 gave us a little bit of that with Havoc. You got to play throughout the game to unlock him. He was locked at the beginning, and that made me, gave me a little dopamine. I'm like, ooh, something to work for. But I'm like you cannot have a system like that with no rhyme or reason, complete lottery, don't know what you go get. I should be able to have a clear path. I'm playing with Batman. I should know around level 15, this is what you should have, because that's what MK1 do.
Yeah.
MK1, you play with them boys, they tell you everything you unlock, and they finally got it right. I feel like NetherRealm finally understands it. That being said, Injustice 2, man.
Yeah.
Injustice 2. Injustice 1 is not. It's so good. It's so good. And there are different combos things you can do on Injustice 1 with the same characters that you can't do in Injustice 2. But it's just not on Injustice 2 level. In terms of just the overall raw gameplay, the player expression, the amount of moves, the amount of combos, the new characters, Cheetah, the reworking of characters, Bane, it's just on another level.
Yeah. I mean, I love Injustice 2.
That just really got it on you.
Well, because I mean, Injustice 1, there was characters I like that I don't have now. I love Shazam, Deathstroke. There's another Raven. I like those characters, so not having those kind of in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Black Adam, but Black Adam's not the same as Shazam.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the cosmetics, like they had the Teen Titan variations for Raven, Deathstroke.
Yeah, they did.
You didn't have to work for that stuff. The Arrow from the show, The Arrow, they had his. I don't know. I'm a visual person.
I think you bought those though, because I do remember. Yes, we did. They came in packs. The Arrow one, and the Flash New 52 came with when you had the game.
Maybe.
But I remember the other ones because I bought the Arkham Batman.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But that's the thing though. I'd rather unlock things in the game. But if you don't have me get the cool stuff, just have me be able to buy it. That's the thing I didn't like about Injustice. You couldn't just get the thing you want.
Right.
The one time I wanted them to just have a store,
Right.
they didn't have a store. I could just get the thing I want. All I wanted was Nightwing's bow staff. It's all I want. It's always why I mained Robin. I got good with Damian for no reason.
Right.
I mean, he's good, but I wanted the
you wanted that
staff.
so bad. I'm glad you never got it because Nightwing was a problem in Injustice. I hated him.
Yeah.
With a passion.
You probably still don't like him.
No.
That's the reason I took so long to play him in Gotham Knights.
No, that was my first. Oh, you're right. I did Red Hood, but yeah, man, Injustice 1, I like it.
That's a good question. Injustice 1 and Injustice 2. Will we get an Injustice 3?
I hope so.
Me too.
I hope so, but I don't see it anytime soon unless it's a surprise. Well, if they announce an Injustice 3, I'm gonna be genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
MK is Ed Boon's baby.
Yeah, they went straight from 11 to 1 in no time either. Just came out. But I think we're ready. DC Games are trying to make a comeback. I think that it's time
That's true.
to put them. It's time to put them there. Like, we don't have any superhero fighting games right now. We have superhero games, but we don't have any superhero fighters.
But I mean, in general, superhero fighter games are rare.
No, they weren't, man. Capcom was keeping us well fed in the 90s.
I'm talking about now. Like,
well, now
I mean, I guess you can count MVC3.
Yeah, see, Marvel and Capcom. That's what I'm saying. Capcom be keeping us eating with Marvel fighting games.
That's true.
But DC, they don't be. And in fact, I want some Marvel fighting games that aren't made by Capcom. I don't need a Marvel fighting game that always plays like Street Fighter.
I want NetherRealm to
I knew you were gonna
surprise
say
everybody and say, hey, we got a Marvel fighting game coming out with the same format as Injustice.
Man.
And you know what? Insomniac's in on too. And guess what?
Oh, say less.
You get Miles and Spider-Man's PS5 Spider-Man.
So you just
That's
made,
exclusive. You remember games used to do that? For systems, certain characters were just...
Remember, they just did it.
No, I'm talking about in fighting games. There used to be some fighting games
Yeah. Kratos was exclusive to
what game was that?
On MKX. I mean on MK9.
Okay.
Excuse me, 9.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Man, I would love a Marvel fighting game.
I like how you just made this fantasy game up. You got so excited about it. It ain't even real.
Hey, you never know. I got a little tip, a little birdie in my ear.
Oh.
Don't say anything else? All right.
I believe that, look, this is far-fetched, but since we pie in the sky in it, I believe that NetherRealm is the only developer that they could probably get Marvel and DC to agree to make a game together. That they could do a versus.
That's
I feel that we'll get a Marvel DC video game before we get a Marvel DC movie. Because it's a video game. Like, in a movie, you have to balance screen time. You have to balance, okay, what characters come off strong or what don't. A fighting game is like, so Marvel, y'all don't want the money? Like, you literally just make half of the profits of this game. Like, but I think that NetherRealm could convince them. But it's WB, Disney is a competitor. Yeah. It won't have to be NetherRealm. It has to be like some of the developers go someplace else and like make a neutral thing.
I'm surprised that's never happened. That's the thing that never makes sense to me.
What?
If companies are about money, don't you think that's going to make you money doing a Marvel vs. DC game?
I know.
You got to put your ego aside.
But that's all it is at the top. Once you have enough money, it's all ego. They already got money. They like, nope. I don't want to share no time. But Marvel and DC in the 90s, they did crossovers all the time. They did the Amalgam verse. With Batman and Wolverine became Dark Claw and they did multiple books. I mean, they would have crossovers like Green Lantern, Silver Surfer. So I think that is possible. I think that a fighting game is the best format because it's just literally you don't have to come up with that much of a story. But I mean, if it's NetherRealm, they would. Do you like that? What are your thoughts on like campaigns in fighting games?
I don't care. I don't. I played the NK1 campaign and it was fun. It was fun. It's probably like I take that back. I played Injustice 2 campaign as well. But I don't know. To me, a fighting game is pretty much meat and potatoes. It is what it is. I'm just there to fight.
Yep.
So like the story, I'm like, all right, watching the cutscene, I know I'm about to fight in a second.
Right.
I don't care, but I know you love.
I like context. I like to get invested.
Makes you fight harder, huh?
Oh my god,
you're motivated.
I mean, now since fighting games actually have good stories, I mean, who knows what the heck was going on in Street Fighter? Between Shadowloo and Ryu and Ken doing their own thing with Akuma. It's just like too much stuff going on and it was too convoluted. And it was always like just the arcade, right? So you would get the ending and it's like, oh, this is that piece of the puzzle. Whereas like NetherRealm, I know it feels like we just like all over NetherRealm, but they are like the top To me, they're the top dogs right now. Capcom and them are neck and neck. I know you're gonna have a lot of Capcom fans, but I mostly play NetherRealm. You know, I like what they did with Injustice 1, where they told like this cinematic story and they drastically changed up the character and the characters and Superman kills Joker at the beginning. Like that's dope. That do make me fight harder. You know, Mortal Kombat with MK9, they said let's reboot the franchise and tell a story a little bit better. But even before then, they were telling stories with Deadly Alliance. And so I always like a little campaign. The campaign I care the least about in fighting games, Tekken. It's too convoluted. And it's in the cinematics are too long. I've tried to play the Tekken 6 campaign. It was just a movie. Like, I was like, when do I get to play?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate with Jack Harlow.
No. Wait.
I'm Vanilla Baby.
No! No! You in your head right now see exactly what you doing with this. And it's making me so mad.
Oh, I got a vision.
I know, you got a vision.
I'm Vanilla Baby.
He's not that guy. But yeah, I like a little campaign.
I'm Vanilla Baby.
I like a little campaign. He's not that guy, pal. On my fighting game.
You know what's so funny? I know this entire episode you're trying so hard not to make any faces or do anything stupid because you know what I'm gonna do.
I'm trying so hard, and I know I failed. That's what's messed up. I can't help it.
The Black Nicolas Cage. That's yeah, I mean, I think we covered pretty much the basis of the fighting games.
We could talk fighting games all day. But yeah, man, I just feel like playing some more Tekken 8, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
You know,
eventually, when things get popping here, maybe we'll show you guys some live stream of us playing.
Yeah. Oh, that is the goal. That's in game. We will eventually be playing games, with you guys.
We don't play games like the average person. We're very animated.
This ain't nothing. This is literally not, like we're actually having a conversation. 90% of us playing games with sound effects and us singing. It's not like if a random person walked in on us playing games, they wouldn't even understand what this means.
You remind me of Orlando Brown.
Peter, give me that swish smash. That swish smash, good gosh. What?
On that note, guys.
I have been Jay Quinn.
And I am Mo.
Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll see you episode 5.
We're climbing, baby.
Peace.
I'm Vanilla Baby.